Hey gang, welcome back to the Ultimate Football Heroes podcast. I'm Issy.
And I am George, and the Premier League is back. And so are we. And every Tuesday throughout the season, we're going to have a brand new episode of the Ultimate Football Heroes podcast for you.
I've got a question for you, George. In the absence of the Premier League and football since the World Cup, have you tried any other sports?
Yeah, I've taken up hockey, done a little bit of swimming. I've dabbled in badminton, and actually for the first time ever, played paddle. What about you?
Oh, I just played a bit of rounders. But it sounds like you're in athletic shape.
Yeah, no. I'm actually considering taking part in the Olympics in 2 years' time.
Well, that means you'll be in good shape for our competition, which starts from nothing today after my, soaring win last season. Our predictions game, of course. And on day one of the new season, one of the biggest clubs in the world got beaten by a team that wasn't even in this league last year, didn't they, George?
Yeah, it was a brilliant opening weekend for the Premier League. Some absolutely bonkers score results, and also potentially the arrival of some really interesting new teams to the league.
Yeah, so, right, let's wrap it up quickly. 3 things from the opening weekend. Go.
Well, obviously, Hull City 2, Man United 0 was the big, shock fixture. Hull, as you say, they were in the Championship last year. Their goals came from set pieces, so a slight question over Manchester United's defending, but what a resilient defence to keep United out, and a fantastic opening game for Hull City.
Yeah, 2 goals by defenders, both of them. Right, what else happened, George?
2, it's the season of the new manager. Obviously, Pep Guardiola left Manchester City after, years and years at the helm of that club in a very successful period. But Pep's not the only team. Liverpool, Newcastle, Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest, Chelsea, Crystal Palace, there's so many, I'm going to stop there. But plenty of new managers in the Premier League this season.
Wow. And 2 games involving those guys went to the very last kick. City were losing to Bournemouth with 6 minutes left and won it 2-1. Guardiola's winner given by VAR after it was ruled out by offside. That VAR, it's a bit pesky. And then Liverpool got a penalty at Newcastle in the 99th minute to draw 2-2.
Yeah, let's not get started on VAR sucking the fun out of football. Thing 3, Brighton 4, Aston Villa 0. Villa qualified for the Champions League last year, won the Europa League last season. Brighton, oh my goodness, scored all 4 inside 31 minutes. Villa had a man sent off, but what an incredible start to the season for Brighton. Top of the league.
Always good to have a goal fest that early on, isn't it? And everywhere else around the grounds, Arsenal beat Coventry 3-0, Brentford beat Tottenham 3-0, Everton beat Palace 2-0, Ipswich beat Sunderland 2-1, Leeds beat Forest 1-0.
Ooh, how did West Ham get on?
No, because you see where you're wrong, George, as we're talking about the Premier League.
Oh, yes.
And obviously West Ham will be back in the Premier League next season, but right now we don't need to talk about them because they're not in the Premier League.
No, but we can talk about Forest losing against Leeds. I was at the City Ground for the first game of the season. Nottingham Forest have a new manager, Crystal Palace's Oliver Glasner. And it wasn't the ideal start, Izzy, with a very late Leeds free kick, meaning that Leeds won a rather terrible game, 1-0.
Because, football fans are renowned for being kind, gentle souls. Were the crowd quite forgiving?
I wouldn't say the crowd got on the players' backs, but also on the first game of the season, you want to build that kind of excitement that everyone feels. And instead, everyone just left kind of going, oh no, what have we got in store for us this season? Look, I think it's always going to be difficult when you sell a star player like Elliot Anderson, obviously gone to Manchester City now. But I think Forest will be on the hunt for a few new players before the transfer window finishes. Talking of which, Izzy, it's been a wild transfer window so far.
Yeah, who's your eyes crossed?
Well, obviously, Elliot Anderson to City is, in my opinion, a great signing because I think he's a world-class player. But also, I would keep my eye on Chelsea, who have made, I think, some really big moves. I mean, Morgan Rogers is slipping into that midfield alongside Cole Palmer. That could be a duo to keep your eye on. And also, I think quite clever signings there of Jordan Henderson and Danny Welbeck to add some experience to quite a young team.
Yeah, Chelsea have had quite a young squad for the last couple of seasons. So good to have a balance in the changing room. Hey, George, it's kind of like our dynamic where, you're like an older, experienced person with lots of years of experience and like a few grey hairs. And I'm like the young person that's, learning from you, but bringing the energy and the vibes.
Yeah, no grey hairs. You can learn, but there's no grey hairs.
Okay, whatever you say. Can I at least try and beat you in a game?
You can try.
Okay, well, today's game, we're starting a brand new one for the new season. It's called Football by Numbers.
Yeah, every answer is a number. 3 options, A, B, or C. Have a guess and play along with us. We'll give you the answers after the break.
And where else to start but with the World Cup? Question number 1. Kylian Mbappe won the Golden Boot, which goes to the player who scores the most goals in the whole tournament. How many did he score? Was it A, 10, B, 3, C, 25?
Okay, next. How many times have Spain now won the World Cup? Is it A, 9, B, 20, or C, 2? I don't know if there's even been 20 World Cups.
I just think if they had won 20, George, how many little stars they'd have to have across their badge. They'd need another T-shirt.
Yeah, you'd have a cool starry pattern. It'd be great.
Yeah, well, maybe that's what's going to happen. Now, question 3. Now we're moving back to this season. How many times have Man United won the Premier League? Is it A, 2, B, 13, or C, 50?
Okay, the next question. Pep Guardiola has just left Manchester City. How many years was he their manager for? 10, 25, or 2?
Question 5. Coventry City are now back in the Premier League, but how many years had they been away? A, 1, B, 100, or C, 25?
And finally, how many teams are in the WSL, the Women's Super League, this season? Is it 4, 14, or 30?
Okay, have a think. Start an argument in the car or on the sofa or wherever you're listening if you think you're right and someone else is wrong.
Yeah, and whilst you're thinking, we want to hear from you this season. So grab an adult and send us a voice note or an email. So tell us your name, how old you are, who you support, and who your ultimate football hero is and why.
It's really easy. All you need to do is grab a parent or a guardian to help you and drop us an email at ufh@strict.media. And we'll be giving you some answers when we come back.
Okay, Football by Numbers is our game today. Let's find out how we all got on.
Okay, I'm pretty confident, George. I think I smashed this.
Well, I also think I smashed this because I'm in awe of Spain winning 100 World Cups or whatever it was.
Yeah, they've done pretty well for themselves, really. Question 1 was about Mbappe's Golden Boot. How many goals did he score in the whole World Cup? Was it 10, 3, 25? It was 10. So he's done pretty well there.
He's not bad, that Kylian, is he? 10 goals in just 8 games. He's the first player to ever win the Golden Boot at 2 different World Cups. What a stat. Question 2, Izzy, was Spain and the World Cup. How many have they won? The answer is 100. No, it's not. It's 2.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess on paper that's still quite impressive, but it's not as impressive as 100, is it?
You can fit 2 stars on the badge. I think that's okay.
Okay, well, we'll let them off then. They won it in 2010 and then again this summer. And both of those finals finished 1-0 in extra time.
Should we do the next question, Izzy?
Yes, question 3. Man United in the Premier League. How many times have Manchester United won the Premier League? Now, George, growing up for me, Manchester United were untouchable. No, they're not the biggest team in the English league.
Oh no, Hull City.
Hull City.
Above them in the table. Say no more.
But how many times have they won the Premier League? The answer is B, 13.
More than any other club. Although, yeah, as you said, they haven't won since 2013. Question number 4 now. Pep Guardiola at Manchester City. How long was he there for? The answer is a brilliant decade. 10 glorious years stuffed with trophies.
Yeah, 10 years, 6 league titles. It's such a big deal that he's gone. And will City be able to recuperate?
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting season for their new boss at the helm. Okay, question 5, Izzy. Coventry City. They've been away from the Premier League for, well, the answer is C, 25 years. That is a long, long time. 25 years. Wow. Welcome back, Coventry, and Frank Lampard, obviously their manager there.
Yeah, I mean, do you think they'll be able to stay there, George?
They looked very, very good in the Championship last season, and you often do see the team that comes top in the Championship is the one that gives it the best go at staying up in the Premier League. So, look, I think it's a lovely story. They are, it's a big city, which, could do with a club in the Premier League. They've got a good manager. They've got a good squad. They've made some good signings this summer. I think, yes, Izzy, they will be able to stay up.
opening game against the champions, but they can only go onwards and upwards from here, right?
Yeah, a very tough start. I mean, I think Arsenal are a lot of people's favourites to once again win the Premier League. They've strengthened this summer. They've not lost any key players. So that was a tough start. I think let's check in next week and see where they are, and we'll kind of have a chat about them after they haven't played Arsenal.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Final question 6, the Women's Super League. The answer is B, 14 teams.
And that's up from 12 over the last few years. So 2 extra teams and some extra games in there as well.
So how did you get on? Did you get 6 out of 6? I mean, me and George did okay, but I can imagine you did better than the both of us. If you got any right, you can voice note us at UFH@StrippedMedia and let us know how you got on.
Now, it is time, Izzy, for a new season, which means a new game of predictions. This was very tense last year. And as you may have mentioned once or twice, you ended up winning, which I am obviously on the hunt for some sweet, sweet revenge this season.
Yes, I'm going in with a quiet confidence. You know, I started poor last season, built my way back up. It's classic tortoise and hare story, isn't it, George?
It is, but now I want to be the tortoise. Do I want to? Or do I want to be the hare? I can't remember. Anyway, 2 games every week where we both predict a score for it. You get 1 point if you get the result right, but you get 2 points if you get the exact score.
Yes, we start on nothing. So whatever happens today, someone goes top. George, we are at war.
Yes, Izzy, bring it on for a brand new season. And we're going to start with our first game taking place at Stamford Bridge on Wednesday night. It is the Chelsea women's team against Real Sociedad from Spain.
Yes, it's the Women's Champions League. Chelsea have to win this tie to reach the main part of the competition. And Wednesday is the first leg at Stamford Bridge. Then they go to San Sebastian in Spain on the 2nd of September for the second leg.
So, as you won last year, you get the honours. Would you like to go first and make your prediction?
I would like to go first, George. Thank you very much. I can't say that I know much about Real Sociedad. My Spanish football knowledge is not as good as my English, but I really back Chelsea in most situations. So I think I'm going to go 2-0 to Chelsea in the first leg of this game. How about you?
Oh, I agree. I think Chelsea will win. I think it's early in the season, which means the games could be a bit cagey. Obviously, there's a lot on the line for. I'm going to go 1-0 Chelsea.
Oh, okay. Tight to start us off. And our second game, Saturday, the 2 teams we've just spoke about, Coventry City against Hull City.
Yeah, I mean, these are 2 teams who've just come up to the Premier League. So this is going to be a real, I think, interesting test to see where each of those 2 teams are. Obviously, Hull off to a fantastic start, but Coventry looked fantastic last season. And I think Coventry are going to win this game 2-0. Izzy, what do you think?
You know what? I'm with you on the side of Coventry. I think, yes, on paper, they've lost 3-0. Hull have beat a big team 2-0. But I think I'm going to go 2-1 to Coventry because they have the home advantage.
We will, of course, find out next week who bagged the points. And if you would like to play along with us and send your predictions in, we would love to hear from you.
How do people get in touch with us, George?
Well, obviously, you need to drop us an email. ufh@stripped.media is the email address for that.
There you go. We would love to hear from you. Right, not long left, but one more date for your diary. The Women's Super League is back on Friday, the 4th of September. London City Lionesses against Man United kicks off the season.
Yeah, can't wait for that and can't wait for plenty more football chat throughout the season. Izzy, lovely to be back with you. And we'll be back on the Ultimate Football Heroes podcast throughout the season, chatting all things football.
See you next week.
Bye.